Rakesh Arora, founder of GoIndiaStocks.com, with us on the show. Rakesh, great having you as always. Thank you so much for joining in. Good morning. What do you make of these announcements? 50% tariff on copper into US has, at least the US copper prices were up, though I don't think LME prices have reacted too much, or at least the rest of the world prices have reacted too much. What's your initial thought on this?
So, the street was expecting around 25% tariff on copper import by US. So 50% has come as a surprise. That's why you see a 10% jump in copper prices. If I look at overall copper consumption in 2025, China has been building solar power like there's no tomorrow. And just to give you some numbers, in the first 5 months, China has added 105 gigawatt. Now that is equal to India's total solar capacity. So that gives you, a lot of color. US added around 10 odd gigawatt in the first quarter, and this was down like 7%. China was up 150%. So what is happening is that, we have strong demand growth coming in China for copper, which is growing at around 13%. And because of the tariff, the inventory is all moving towards US. So rest of the world is left with much lower inventory. When you club the inventory of US and rest of the world, it is probably higher than what it was in 2024. But since everything is rushing to US, the rest of the world is seeing much lower inventory, and that's why the prices are moving up. This phenomena will last for some time because US demand is not there enough to support that kind of inflow. So you will see bump up in copper prices in the near term. We're already seeing that, and probably in 1 or 2 quarters as things settle down, copper will start to come back to below $10,000 level.
But Rakesh, if these tariffs, we don't know they will come or no, but if these tariffs come into play, and if US copper prices go higher, not because of demand but because of tariffs, would you think it'll have an impact on global copper prices as well?
So Neeraj, the rush is only to beat the tariffs coming in. So before the tariff impacts the imports, people are trying to push material into US. But the inventories in US are rising, and the premiums in US are actually dropping. So that inventory would be lying idle after the tariffs are implemented, and then the rest of the world can go back to the balance where it was. So this rush is only till the tariffs are actually implemented. People want to beat that and take advantage of the lower tariffs right now.
Rakesh, hi Alex here. I'm just wondering then, from the perspective of the Indian producers, our understanding is that they cater largely to India and exports don't form a large part of their sales. So would you say that the impact net, at least for the short term, since you're saying copper prices globally will go up, would be positive? And then will it reverse over a period of time?
So Alex, there are two types of producers in India. One is integrated producers who have their own mine. So there's only one Hindustan Copper. So for them, they gain when copper prices go up. Not to say that it's a buy recommendation because stock is costly. Number two, we have players like Hindalco and somebody like Adani who just started. They are converters, so they buy copper concentrate and convert into refined copper. These guys are finding it difficult to even get copper concentrate from the market because of the shortages. And the TCRCs, which we call the refining charges that we get, are actually trending in negative zone right now. So converters are not making any money. It's only integrated player like Hindustan Copper which will benefit from this rising copper prices in the short term.
Okay. Rakesh, good morning. Hiral on this side. We've spoken about producers. We're talking about now usage impact. If you have to talk about wire companies, so the consumption side of copper, how are you seeing that impact come in? Because if you're expecting copper prices to go up and then settle, will it be a knee-jerk impact in the near term, but longer term, no impact? How do you see the consumption side of it?
So, there would be, losses which copper consuming companies will make in the near term because it's very difficult to raise end product prices with that kind of speed. So near term, 1 or 2 quarters, they will be impacted because of, not being able to pass on the higher copper prices. but they also tend to gain when copper prices fall and their end product prices don't fall that much. So over a year or two, it balances out, but in the near term, they will be under pressure from rising copper cost.
And primarily wire companies, right, Rakesh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Primarily, it's a wire and air conditioner. There's already a large shift to aluminum in air conditioner industry, but wire definitely will be impacted.
Rakesh, sorry, just one quick follow-up here, Rakesh. For the wire companies, right? If copper prices are higher and if it's a pass-through, doesn't it help the revenue growth for them just automatically?
Yeah, Neeraj, but it's difficult to increase prices immediately in the
Okay.
consumer field. So, and also we are into our lean season right now. So they may not be able to pass through immediately, but over a period of 2, 3 quarters, they will be surely able to pass it on.